What's going on, everybody? It's Jake, and welcome to the commentary and breakdown analysis of our ranked match gameplay. Being a partner with the Hidden Ones, I wanted to bring you guys gameplay first, to then break down and commentate over every other episode. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Aruha, Firearm, Instant Parry off the beginning. Very interesting and super risky too. Alright, playing the neutral, trying to get in close. We do get in close right there. Dodging away from the standards, but they do only have one other standard as I say that, but now they don't have anything free for us to just go in using our basics. Got the OTG. Not able to capitalize off of it though, resetting the neutral. We don't have our standard. They do have the same sinister that we do. And now we're playing keep away. Nice. Confirming. Oh, we didn't confirm. Nice. Now we do. Boom, 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 boom. And we're gonna have to reset the neutral right here. We tried to go for the basics even though they had their standards available. And our doppelganger ends up hitting them. They end up breaking away just before they get KO'd as we do confirm into our standard 2, closing out that first round. Zhonglingi. Alright. Very nice counter. Into the juggle, hit confirm. Combo cancel. Confirming into the ultimate. Very nice. A lot of damage off of the early game. And where did they break away right there? Let's rewind that back and see that. Where did they break away? Did they break away or did they just let it? Where did they break away? They broke away right here. Okay. So they broke away super early. We ended up landing our basic attacks. And then we ended up getting the air counter into this full combo right here. Confirming into standard 1. That was the restand into the juggle. Going into our ultimate. And we still do have our standard 2 available. This animation allowing our standard 1 to be available as well. We do have doppelganger, both electricity and the fire. Nice grapple. As they end up using theirs and we use ours, and they're gonna end up getting hit because they don't have, oh my gosh. Oh, and we didn't use a standard. We could have ended up using a standard to confirm off of that backflip right there because they end up getting flipped out of it. They used their doppelganger. We ended up dodging it as we ended up using ours as well. That was crazy. So we ended up using ours right there. As you see, he flashed orange or flashed red, whichever your preference. They no longer had any dodges. They dodged too early. They did have one additional dodge, but they ended up dodging at the wrong time once again, getting hit with our doppel. And right here, we could have confirmed into our standard 1, but I thought that would have KO'd, and it didn't. So then we go into our standard 1 as they try to go into their standard as well, but it beats theirs out. And now for Lu Jin. Extremely fast basic attack. Alright, we end up whiff punishing. Nice deflect, but now they don't have anything besides... Oh my gosh! Wow, that was super scary. They ended up trying to go for their ultimate. We didn't have any dodges outside the one that we had just used. Ended up getting the OTG, trying to break away here. Getting the counter, very nice. Confirming into our standard 2. Oh, whoa. Okay, that was weird. All right, we got our standard 2 off. End up getting the combo extension. Going into the standard 1. Very nice. All right, we end up dodging away from that, but they do chase down and get the grapple. Very nice. And there it is. We haven't seen other Lu Jins use that, but that is the extra standard that Lu Jin has anytime he taps his guard. So this is what I was explaining in previous episodes, to where when Lu Jin holds down his guard, the only time you can parry is if you are standing still and he cannot hold that stance. He only holds it for about 2 seconds. So the way he ends up utilizing his guard button is by utilizing this OTG right here. And as long as you know your loops, then usually he doesn't allow you to wake up, right? He's going to continue staying on you. He's going to continue hitting you, and he's going to force out a breakaway. So that's what makes Lu Jin pretty scary, although the majority of the player base did not like Lu Jin, given that a base function that pretty much everybody else in the game had, being able to walk around with your guard to be able to parry attacks and counter. Lu Jin was not able to do that outside of just very confident situations to where you would hold down guard and pretty much do like perfect parries, if you will. So we end up getting OTG'd here. And after that OTG as well, you do have a timer to where you can do a follow-up. And that follow-up here is right here to where we broke away. That way we didn't get hit with this lightning strike. They end up chasing down with another standard, going into the basic attacks. See, end up lifting us again. And they're just staying on us. We woke up with the doppelganger, and the doppelganger is what ended up saving us. As we wake up with our standard, they end up not getting off the counter, unfortunately. And for whatever reason, they ended up combo canceling. So they ended up getting hit, and then we hit them with our other standard on their wake up. So we hit them with our standard too. So that is another thing that that is a downside rather to Lu Jin, is just as Lu Jin doesn't allow you to lay down, is that you can bully Lu Jin whenever they use their guard attack, being the OTG, because this means that Lu Jin doesn't have an option to deal with standards on wake up outside of trying to land a perfect dodge. So we just end up doing our standard 2 on his wake up, and frame 1 end up getting hit, KOing Lu Jin. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, then be sure to like, comment, all that jazz, and I'll vibe with you on the next one.